You can't solve your financial problems with the same kind of thinking that caused them. These words will change your reality because poverty can't survive in a dough chaser's mentality.
The Beat Majors.
So to all my dough chasers, it's time to get this party started now.
I like it.
With your host, Jason White.
Yo, what's up, dough chasers? I have no idea what happened to my original feed. I had to restart this live feed. YouTube was acting a little janky. But what's up? How y'all doing? Happy New Year. A lot of great things are going to be happening this year for a lot of you. You're going to be taking your finances to the next level. Some of you are going to be boosting your credit score. Some of you are going to be buying a new house, buying a new car, refinancing those bad credit loans that you've taken out, learning from your mistakes. Some of you are going to be going to the next level financially. And, as you make your strides and as you make your progress, I want to clap for you. Congratulations. However, there will be some of you who probably won't make too much progress this year. And unfortunately, it's nobody's fault but yours, okay? And what I want to do is I want to make sure that you have, some information that's going to help you as you move forward in this 2019, because a lot of times people will make New Year's resolutions. They'll make goals for themselves. However, those goals are actually desires. And I don't know if you were with me last week. We talked about goals versus desires. A couple of days ago, we talked about this. A goal is in your complete control. If you do not control the activity of that goal and making that goal a reality, then my friend, that is not a goal. That, my friend, is a desire. And we do not make desires around here. I mean, it's cool to have desires. Don't get me wrong. However, when it's about that action and it's about putting in work, everything we do is designed around activity that's going to help us make our goals a reality. Okay, so goals are in your control. Desires are outside of your control. And for those of you who are making your New Year's resolutions and they're not in your control, you're playing yourself. Okay. However, what we're going to do is we are going to set you up on a path to success by sharing 3 steps to dominate the day. Okay. And Jason, why are you talking about the day? Well, in order for you to have a successful year, each day you have to get a victory. Okay. Remember, in the Dough Chaser Manifesto, the last section here. Okay, if you can see this, it says, get this. I will remember that victory is not final. Okay, so yes, you may have a great day today. You may have a great day tomorrow. But the thing is, you cannot win the next day based off of your victory from yesterday. You have to win every day. Okay, like everything, it too shall pass. Yes, you won yesterday, but what are you doing today? Okay, what are you going to do tomorrow? Every day matters, okay? And in order for you to actually make 2019 a great year for yourself, you have to win the day. And I'm going to share with you how you can dominate each day with 3 simple steps. 3 simple steps, okay? But before we get started, let me know who you are, where you're from. I want to apologize for those of you who were in here on time, waiting on me, and the feed wasn't working. I want to apologize to you because that was out of my control, right? But you were here on time. So thank you for your commitment. Thank you for being here timely. Let me know who you are, where you're from. We got Lonnie. We got Muriel. Happy New Year. Let me know who you are, where you're from. So we're going to be talking about 3 steps to dominate your day. And the reason we're talking about the day is in order for you to have a successful year, there are 365 days that matter, okay? And we are already on the second day. The second day. That means that you only have 363 days left. Dang, we're running out of days already. All right. But the thing is, what we have to do is we have to reverse engineer our goals. For example, if you have a goal where you want to get in great shape, and your goal is to drop 50 pounds by going to the gym 5 days a week and reducing your calorie intake, okay? Whatever amount that you need to reduce it, okay? And your goal is to lose 50 pounds, okay? And the plan is to work out 5 days a week and reduce your calorie intake, okay? So the thing is, that's the long-term goal. By the end of, however, if your goal is to lose 50 pounds by, the end of the year, 6 months, whatever the situation is, there's something that you have to do every day to make that a reality. And a lot of times people struggle with reaching their goals because they focus on the long term. They focus on the big goal instead of the small, tiny things that they can do each day that adds up to the bigger goal. Okay, so let me see. We got V Baker from Las Vegas. How you doing? Mario said 2019 is starting off right. I heard that. So we want to reverse engineer our goals. If your goal is to get into great shape, lose 50 pounds within 6 months by going to the gym and reducing your calorie intake, reverse engineer that. What we have to do is we have to understand what we need to do every day to make that a reality, okay? And to be honest, reaching your goals is very simple, okay? Now, it may not be easy, but the process is very simple. And all we need to do is figure out what we need to do daily that will ultimately help us reach that bigger goal. And if you are someone where you're trying to lose some weight, you have to figure out what you need to eat every day and what kind of workout you need to do during those 5 days. You do those things each day, eventually you'll reach your goal, okay? And, I'm on this path to, getting in shape. And, sometimes I forget that, Jason, don't think about the macro, think about the micro, think about the little things that I can do each day to make it a reality, and don't really focus on that bigger goal because one, it's going to be very stressful because that 50 pounds is a big number, and when you look at the scale and you see 0.5 ounces, it's like, dude, what the hell? But those 0.5 ounces add up to 0.5 ounces. 10 ounces, I don't know how many ounces are in a pound. I think it's 12 ounces? Something like that. 10 ounces, I don't know how many ounces. Anyway, times that by 2, that's a pound, okay? 2 days of doing that, you lost a pound, okay? What we got? We got 25 days of doing that. You can lose 12 and a half pounds. Times that, 2 months, that's 25 pounds. Right? So what we got to do is we got to figure out what the bigger goal, and then reverse engineer that to breaking it down into daily activities that will help us reach that goal. And if you just follow your day-to-day activity, you will reach that goal. So let's talk about the 3 steps to dominating the day. We know that we need to reverse engineer our goals, okay? We need to figure out what we have to do on a daily basis, on a day-to-day basis. We understand that, right? Let me know if you understand that. We got Khaled, been with your company 2 months, and y'all have deleted 4 negative marks. Hey, I'm not mad at that. I have 2 more to go, and I can buy that house. Help me out, Jason. Hey, man, we can't rush the process, but it's going to happen, okay? If you have any questions concerning your account, feel free to reach out to us or, communicate with us on our support page on Facebook. But it is a process. I just need you to remember that. However, 4 negative remarks removed from your credit report is great. That's great. That's a lot of progress. I love the positivity. I love it. Okay, so the first step to dominating your day is you need to be committed to whatever goal that you have set for yourself, okay? So we know that we have the macro goal, the bigger goal, 50 pounds within 6 months by going to the gym, eating healthy. The thing is, the micro of that, the small things that we need to do is we need to make sure that we have, good food that's going to allow us to minimize our calorie intake, one, okay? And we need to follow that meal plan, all right? Follow that meal plan every day. You're 70% there, okay? The thing is, you are going to have situations where your commitment is going to be tested. Jason, what do you mean by that? Well, this past 2 weeks we had Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, and excuse me, excuse me, I'm sorry. Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New Year's, right? So 4 holidays, okay, quote unquote, where there was a lot of food, I bet a lot of drinks, and the thing is, as you move forward throughout this year, you're gonna have a lot more of those days. Every month there's a holiday. That's how America is. They got holidays to stir up the economy. However, we party. We have get-togethers. You're gonna have events that you have to go through, and your commitment is going to be tested. Are you going to stick to that meal plan, or are you going to fall off the wagon? So in order for you to dominate that day, you have to remember, I have a plan set in place for myself. I have goals that I'm trying to achieve. And in order for me to make them a reality, I need to stay committed. Stick to the plan, all right? If you stick to the plan, you're 1/3 your way to dominating the day. How many of you agree with that? You got to stay committed. Your commitment is going to be tested, right? And you cannot allow anything to distract you. There's going to be a lot of things that will distract you. And one thing that I would recommend for you to do to minimize the distractions is to understand your weaknesses. A man's greatest strength is to understand his weaknesses, right? And the reason that's your greatest strength is if you know that, fat ass donuts is something that you love and something that you can't say no to, don't hang out at Tim Hortons, right? Don't have meetings at Tim Hortons. Don't have get-togethers for coffee at Tim Hortons because they have some good-ass donuts, right? So your greatest strength is to know your weakness and to set yourself up for success. Minimize, being around those temptations, right? Remove the snacks from your house. Replace those snacks with healthy snacks. That's one thing that my wife and I, we were struggling with, but I think we're beginning to really realize that this junk food is the devil. Junk food is the devil. Junk food is the devil. It's so good. However, it's not going to help you, meet your goals. It's going to cause you to get distracted, and you're going to lose your commitment for that day. And by you losing your commitment for that day, that means that you are 1 day behind. You only get 365 days in the year. And right now, we only got 363 left. So if you fell off the wagon the first 2 days, you're behind 2 days already. And as you know, a lot of you have been, in this life game for a while. It's not easy. It's not easy just to get back on, okay? So don't allow anything to throw you off. Minimize the distractions so that you can stay committed and focused on the prize, okay? Stay committed to your daily victories, okay? Stay committed to what you have to do to win the day. And if you do it, that's 1 day closer you are, for example, to losing that 50 pounds, all right? Muriel said, amen. Okay, so that's the first step to dominating your day, okay? Dominating your day on a daily basis is going to get you closer to your goals, all right? The second step to dominating your day is you have to be excited. You have to have some enthusiasm, okay? A lot of people have goals for themselves, but when you ask them about, what they're trying to do, I'm trying to, lose some weight, and, I'm doing my best, and, there's this cheesecake that I want to try down the street, and, I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get too distracted and don't eat none. You know what? Get excited about what you're trying to do, okay? Because the more you lose excitement, the more enthusiasm that you lose, it's basically setting you up to be more prone to messing up, right? If you're not excited about your goals, then when you are distracted, what's going to stop you from actually following through on that temptation? You have to be excited. You have to have some enthusiasm, right? Because any distraction can throw you off because you're not excited about what you want. You have to be excited about what you want because it's going to help you remain committed. It's going to help you remain focused, right? A lot of people trying to make moves and they're not excited about what they're doing. Oh, this is too hard. Oh, they're always whining about stuff. Shut up. Get excited. Be happy. Feel good about yourself. Show some enthusiasm. You're doing something good for yourself. Stop whining. Stop being a brat. Show some enthusiasm. Get excited and feel good about what you're doing. Because the less excited that you are, the more likely you are to mess up. Okay? So we have to stay committed. We have to be enthusiastic. We have to be excited. Okay? And if you are excited about what you're trying to achieve, you're less likely to mess up. You're more likely to stay focused. Right? Okay? So that's the second step to dominating your day. I know a lot of people who are trying to reach their goals and they're not happy about it. Jason, this is so hard. Oh, I want to use my credit card. Oh, you got me sticking to this budget. Oh, why can't I go on my savings account? Oh, I want to pay my bills off of this. Oh, I want to max out my card. Shut up. Get excited about the change that you're making for yourself because it's only going to help you do better, look better, and feel better. Stop whining. Get excited. Get excited. All right? Lonnie said failure cannot be an option. Exactly. Jacoby, you definitely need excitement. You never know who could use your energy. You never know who could use your energy. And you want to know who needs your energy the most? You. You need that. Because the more energy you put in this world, the universe is going to see that and they're going to give you back the same energy. Right? Karma is a mofo. Stay on track. Exactly. And lastly, the third step to dominating the day is execution. Execution is worship. There's a lot of people who have great ideas. Jason, I want to do this. I want to start a business, Jason. I want to just give back to the community, Jason. Jason, I want to do great things. You know what? That sounds good. But are you actually doing it? We worship the people who actually execute, right? And this is, to be honest, it's not really about being worshiped. It's such a great thing for those, it's such a great thing to actually accomplish what you want, right? And in order for you to make those goals that you have for yourself, buying a house, refinancing, losing weight, whatever it is, in order for you to make that a reality, you got to follow through. You have to keep your word. Your word is bond, right? You don't want to break that bond by not keeping your word. Execute. You dominate your day, staying committed, minimizing distractions, focus, be excited about what you're trying to do, have some enthusiasm, and execute. Follow through. Follow through. Because in order for you to win the day, you have to follow through. You have to execute. It's that simple, okay? And if you can do those three things, you will win the day without a doubt. And as you win each day, ultimately, you will dominate 2019, 2020, 2021, and so on. You'll be successful for the rest of your life if you do these three things. Stay committed, have enthusiasm, and execute. It's that simple, people. Hey, I'm just a messenger. I'm young, but I've learned some things, and I've witnessed a lot. Okay? I've witnessed many failures. And from taking notes, I realized that a lot of times people, aren't winning because they're not doing these three things. Okay? You got to stay focused. You have to be excited about what you're trying to do. Otherwise, you're going to fall off track. And then lastly, you have to keep your word. Stay committed. Execute. How do you all feel about that? How do you all feel about that? Okay? So if you are new to the channel, what I need you to do is, of course, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Okay? 2019 is going to be a great year for all of you. And those of you who are slacking already, hopefully this information will inspire you to do better. Okay? You understand that you have a goal, reverse engineer, what it takes to make that goal a reality. Do those things every day, and without a doubt, you will be successful. It's that simple. And a lot of times we fall off the wagon. I don't even know if I'm using that term correctly, but hey, who cares? I'm a dough chaser. We can do what we want. But a lot of times people fall off the wagon because they lose focus. They surround themselves with distractions. They surround themselves with people who have poor attitudes, and it rubs off on them. They're not motivating themselves. They're not inspiring themselves. And they're working off the same information that got them the same results, and they're not doing anything to push themselves to actually follow through on the promises that they made to themselves. And if you want to be successful, you have to get it together. You have to do these 3 things to dominate each day. And you do this each day, you'll be that much closer to where you want to be. Okay? Now, what you need to understand is it's not going to happen overnight. Okay? That's why it's important for you to win one day at a time. And those days will add up. And the next thing you know, your life is going to look totally different from where you are right now. All right? So hopefully that information is helpful. Again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the page, like this video. Feel free to share it with a friend. I don't mind. Let me look at the comments really quick. Lonnie said the biggest letdowns in life will come from yourself. Exactly. That's so true. That's so true. Lonnie, man, sounds like you should write a book. Let me see. Okay, Jacoby. Feeling good, feeling great. How are you? Jacoby, man, we're doing good, man. How you doing, man? We're doing good. So yeah, if you're watching this right now, let me know who you are, where you're from. And I want to remind you all that if you are working on fixing your finances, improving your credit, we do have information that can help you. Feel free to check out the 700 Club creditrepair.com. We actually have a promotion going on where we're helping people get enrolled in our program at a very affordable rate. Check that out. The link is in the description, and also will be provided in the comment area. And also, I'm doing something very special. I'm going to be having a master class coming up soon in regards to how to repair your credit, boost your credit scores, and also maintain a good credit score. So if you are interested in that, make sure you subscribe to the page, because I'm going to be making that announcement via YouTube soon. And it's going to be a free masterclass that you're going to be able to access. And also, I'm going to be sharing a new payment plan that we have for Transcend Financial Academy as well. So look out for that information. So tomorrow we're going to be talking about how consumer debt is on pace to top $4 trillion in 2019. They say that, when people are acquiring more debt, it shows that the economy is moving upward. However, I feel like it's an opportunity for a lot of us to take advantage of by getting our shit together. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. Make sure that you subscribe to the page so that you can, make sure that you are engaged in that conversation. But anyway, I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. Again, my name is Jason White, CEO, founder of Witness Riches. Oh, almost forgot. Let me see here. Almost forgot. We have to do. You know what? I'm saving it. Gotcha. I'm saving it. All right. Anyway, I want to thank you all for your time. You all have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow on Dough Chaser TV. In the meantime, check this out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have increases. Check this out really quick. This client has been with us for just about a month. They signed up in late July, and we're looking at their update. It's now September. We have increases of 48 points with Experian, 58 points with TransUnion, and Equifax, 82 points. They started off in the low 600s. So through our efforts, we have helped this client get on the right path to the 700 Club. As you can see, they've only been with us for a short amount of time. If you are interested in repairing your credit and getting on the right path to the 700 Club, we would love to serve you. Click Learn More or swipe up right now to check out our service. And if it's something that you're interested in, we would love to have you as a client.